When you opened up your
All right,
heart
good
and
morning.
you told
We
me
are live. God bless each and every one of you guys. It is whatever Wednesday. Oh, let me cut something. Okay, hold on, guys. Let me cut something. Okay, good morning, guys. God bless each and every one of y'all. It is whatever Wednesday. I think that's what it's called, right? Sitting Wednesday, May the 24th. It is May the 24th, 2023, 19 minutes after the hour, guys. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. That's with the Queen, Senny J. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right, guys? We truly appreciate you. That chat room is wide open. Or you can call in 570-982-6950 on this glorious, beautiful Wednesday morning. I'm so super excited to join you guys this morning. I hope you guys are safe on your travels to work. Go out there and get that paper. If you're working from home still, God bless you. Hopefully, all your family members, as I say, is all good today. This is where you get your morning love. But most importantly, it's the only shut up. It's the only place on earth where you get your morning started. Right? Cindy J, come on in. Cindy J, good morning. God bless you.
That's
And how are
hilarious.
you? Let me check on my dog. Come on.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Sean. This is an amazing Wednesday. I'm so happy that I woke up today and I am here with you all. We are definitely going to get started into some Senny Says, where I will let you know what is going on in Hollywood and entertainment news. We are also going to have front page news with Senny J, where I will let you know what is going on locally, nationally, and globally. So you all want to make sure you stick around for that.
Well, thank you so much, Cindy, and I hope that everyone do stick around for all the information that you have to stay on, have to share on this uh whatever Wednesday. See, before we start the show, I want to share something with you, and I think it's really weird. And welcome to the show, guys. We're gonna post on Facebook, but we one of the top ranked podcasts on the social media platform. We're gonna post that information later on today. So congratulations to us, the Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Future Wake Up Team, and all our beloved listeners.
Yeah, you guys keep sharing the show.
Yeah, keep sharing the show, man.
Right
Numbers are
to the
great.
top. We appreciate it.
Yeah, numbers are great, and we were heavily acknowledged by the social media king yesterday, or one of the kings.
Yeah.
Danny, I want to share this, okay? And welcome
Okay.
to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? Cindy, I was out and about yesterday afternoon, out in these streets, and Cindy, I saw something that was really weird. I saw, and I said, I'm not making this up. I saw a grown ass man over by the Wawa, the gas station, or any gas station in America. Over here, we got the Wawas, the 7-Elevens, whatever they call them in your hood.
A convenience store.
A convenience store, right? A convenience store. City, I saw this African American brothers that sort of fit my profile. Grown ass man. He had some swag about himself too. City, he walked out of the Wawa and he was sucking on a lollipop.
Oh my god.
And I was like, what the? And I mean, he was indulging in his pop. I'm like, like, remember, I don't know if you remember, but see, back in the day, they had these glow pops and the pop with the gum in it and all that.
Hmm.
So I walk in, he's walking out, and he was just doing his thing, minding his business. He was sort of high stepping, like he had some purpose in his life.
Yeah, he
But
got things
boy,
to do.
but Cindy, boy, he was sucking that lollipop,
Hilarious.
and Cindy. Here's where the confession part came out. Cindy, I couldn't get it out of my mind throughout the day that this dude was sucking a lollipop.
No, it's the you couldn't get it out of your head for me, Sean. What?
I
Why
gotta
did
share this. I gotta share this. I gotta share this.
he?
I gotta
Okay.
share. Welcome to the show, guys. The only place on earth where you get your morning started. City, I thought about the guy in the lollipop later on in the day. Now,
Sean,
here's the fascinating part about this. First of all, when the last time any of us seen a grown ass man sucking a lollipop? And I didn't even know they still sell lollipops.
I know you lying.
Cindy, when the last time you sucked on a lollipop? Seriously, with the little white stick on it.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Probably like around Halloween, months ago.
But Cindy,
And I
don't
didn't even suck on it. I like bit it. I bit the hell out
damn,
of that thing.
damn.
I wasn't playing around.
Now, of course, you know, you guys, your boy Harvey's all man, you know what I mean? Uh, I like
Okay.
the ladies. I'm
Okay.
heterosexual, you know.
Okay. Because you was thinking about a man sucking a lollipop
Yeah,
all day. All
yeah. I
day.
was thinking about a man sucking a lollipop 4 hours, 3 hours later. And I was like, what the hell? I go, what the hell is wrong? What's happening?
Oh my
Am I
God.
metamorphosizing into something that I've probably been resisting for years? No, that's not the case.
Wow.
But see, I still put it in one chat room if when the last time y'all sucked a lollipop? Cindy said October. Cindy, I can't remember when the last time your boy what was those lollipops back in the days, everybody? Had the big the
Like a
glow pop.
Tootsie Roll pop?
The
A
what?
blow pop.
The blow pop. Blow pops
Those
were
are
cotton in the
good.
hood back in the day.
They're good. Do they still make those? Those are
This
good.
this is what I'm saying. Listen, I'm over here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Where did they have glow pops in the Wawa, or did he have a glow pop on him, a lollipop when he came into the store? I mean, don't get me wrong, Cindy. Back in the day, it was cool to suck on a lollipop. Pause.
I'm like,
You have some mythical, magical characters that sucked on a lollipop that was heroes in the urban scene.
mm-mm.
Now, for me to say, yo, I saw a dude in the convenience store sucking on a lollipop. It was traumatizing to me that I thought about it later on during the day, and I got to come here and let y'all know what's going on. Like I always do. You could judge me. I don't care. Everybody could kiss my ass. You already know that.
Well, what were you thinking about when you were thinking about it?
I wasn't thinking. It just the image came back in my head. The dude came out the store. I came into the store. He came out the store. He had the lollipop. He was sucking on it, and he kept going. And that was the thought that I had later in the day.
Okay. Hey, it's almost like when
You ever see
when you
anything weird? You ever see anything weird and then think about it later on in the day? I mean, anything. It doesn't have to be weird. It could be anything. Like, say you see somebody fall on trip on the floor, trip on the ground, get hit by a bike, whatever. You think about that later on in the day. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, for no reason. Like sometimes when I say something stupid, like when like if the cashier is like, "Have a nice day," and I'm like, and I say like thank you. If I say like something stupid and I'm like, oh, I should have said that. That's what I think about later on in the day. I be thinking about like old arguments, like shit that happened like 5 years ago. I'd be like, I should have said this.
Yeah, boy, don't I hate that. I hate that. Right, right.
I'm like,
Exactly.
why am I thinking about this? That's usually like what
Yeah,
gets me,
so
but I know what
so
you're
I,
talking
I think that falls underneath the category. Why am I thinking about this? I mean, we could, like Cindy would say, you could deep dive into it. I don't think there's nothing to deep dive into. I just that image came back in my head, and I'm just sharing it with you guys.
about. No, you need to deep dive into that.
You think so?
How is he eating the lollipop? Because guys, like glizzies, they eat it in the middle, they break off the bananas. Like, how is he eating this
Senny,
lollipop?
the dude had
Like,
the whole lollipop in his mouth. Yeah, he was like, wah, 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 wah. I was like, whoa, son, chill, chill, son. Like, I was like, what the, yo, son? He was like, he was walking to like he was walking back to like, see, like he was getting gas in his car. Like he gave the lady $20, came out. I was like, whoa, wait, okay. Okay, I wasn't mad at him. Because the reason why I wasn't mad at him, because he was swagged up like me.
I'm weak. He might, I don't know. He might just have,
But
like,
like back in the days, it was like so stereotypical of like the thug having a lollipop or something in his mouth or whatever. I don't know. Let's pause that. But I'm trying to still remember, City J, when the last time Harvey had a lollipop in his mouth. Pause. But no one chat. When last time you had a lollipop when last time you had a lollipop in your mouth?
mm-mm.
Cindy, was it October really?
I'm saying October because I usually eat some of the kids' candy after they come back. So I'm just assuming, but I cannot visualize. I cannot visualize myself actually when was the last time I ate a lollipop. I would never probably buy one right now, but like if it was like if I go to the doctor's office or the bank, someplace where they have like those lollipops, I'll grab a couple.
Right. So then,
If it's there.
shout out to my beloved niece, Shannon Berry in the chat room.
Hey Shannon.
Okay. So let me ask you this question. This is everybody. Especially the men, what do you prefer in your mouth? Pause. A lollipop or the glizzy, the hot dog? Which one? The
I think
lollipop.
I think most pen men will choose the glizzy. I think the lollipop is like taking it to like the extra. You can finish a glizzy in under a minute. You know what I'm saying? Nobody even has to know you ate that thing. But lollipops, like unless it's a dum dum, like come on, bro.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, what's the preferred? What's your preferred? What would you prefer? The lollipop or the glizzy, the hot dog? Uh,
I don't even know if that's a desirable candy anymore because there's so much like stigma around it. These lollipops and guys having them. Do you think he was?
no, he didn't give me those vibes. He gave me a Shawn Harvey swagged up New York kind of vibe. That's all I got. I got all man from this dude.
Oh, okay. Or
I
or
got
like because
all man.
some guys they'll have a lollipop but they'll like keep it to the side of their mouth, like just have the stick out and just like have it chilling in their cheek. I've seen that. But
See,
it wasn't one of those. He had like movement going
yeah,
on.
he had movement. He had movement going on. Pause. He was just like, I was like, whoa, okay. But he didn't give off those type of vibes. I told you, he gave a street kind of urban, kind of swagged out vibe.
Well,
I mean, could have been deceptive.
he was probably just enjoying a candy. That could be all it was. Don't worry about it, Harv. I think you were thinking more about it. I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
let's
I
talk
don't know
about
why
that.
you were thinking about
Let's
this.
yeah, let's talk about that. Like, and then 3 hours later, I'm thinking about the dude with the lollipop that came out the store. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on?
I don't know. That's a little.
But that's what whatever. I
You
don't
you
care.
you might want to do a deep dive on that a little later on today.
Well, right. Well, like I always say on the show, I am too old to be gay. Ain't no gay guy want a 58-year-old man. No.
Shawn, please. They like them all types, shapes, sizes, and ages. Okay.
When the last time you guys had a lollipop in that mouth? Pause. I still can't remember when the last time I had an actual lollipop.
I can't
And
visualize it, but I'm gonna say Halloween.
okay. And is it wrong because it's culture that we live in today for a grown ass man? I think this man was comfortable in his skin. Obviously, he's sucking on a lollipop. There's nothing wrong with sucking on a lollipop. Pause. But in the times that we live in today, you could take just a simple act of a grown ass person sucking on a lollipop and then turning it into something that is not. And that's all I'm saying. What they saying in the chat? What's going on? What they saying?
Well, a lot of them are saying they like blow pops, sour apples. Prentice Cox said, "You ain't go. He's not going down this rabbit hole with this neighbor." I think he was talking about you.
Princess, what? But Princess, what lollipop did you suck on, bro? Back in the day, what was the name? What was the name of the lollipops again?
Wendy Gonzalez says she loves Charms Blow Pops. That's what they're called.
Right, Charms Blow Pops. That's the one right there. That's the number one. I
Randy
mean,
says she likes those too.
we've all grown up on the lollipop. What was the green one? The green apple one was good as well.
Yeah, sour apple. Sour apple
Sour
was really the best one. Or cherry. The
and
blue
it's
one was like hit or miss for me.
and
It made
it's
your whole mouth blue.
before we move on and start the show. I just said I don't know. I think like I wouldn't bet my life on it, but uh I'm for sure 99% of these folks that are listening to this show have been involved in a glow pop or a lollipop, especially when they was a child. But guys in the chat room, when the last time you had an actual lollipop in the mouth? Pause.
Randy Montgomery said she had a cherry blow pop last week.
Okay.
Vanetta said watermelon or apple. Your niece said everything isn't sexual or homophobic. Grow up, people. Ooh, Shannon, I'm just saying, you
What, so
know.
what she said? What she said again?
She said not everything is sexual or homophobic.
Exactly. But the young folks, what they said, what the kids said in high school, when you eat the hot dog, it was a glizzy, and it was like
It was
a
like, yo,
homophobe.
you got the glizzy in his mouth.
Yo, you a bitch ass neighbor. You got a glizzy, son. Yo, you got mustard on your glizzy. Uh,
No, but you're right. It is. It really doesn't matter. So maybe you shouldn't have thought too much about it, Sean. He was just
yeah, but
eating some candy.
right, maybe it's eating some candy, but I'm gonna come on the show and I'm gonna share because I think that this is therapy for me this in the morning, whether if you'll judge me or not. We're gonna talk about this, and I want to know how you guys feel. And I still, Senny, I literally got to sit after the show this morning, and then we're gonna move on from this and get into the show. I literally have to sit down and think when the last time I had a lollipop. But what I think I should do is be proactive about it on this glorious Wednesday morning and go to the store and purchase a bag of lollipops.
I don't think you need to go that far. And first of all, you're not supposed to be having sugar.
I know.
If I
So,
if I'm correct. So you
right.
shouldn't be buying any sweets. You need to go get some cough drops if that's what you want. You need to just leave all that alone. Maybe that's why you were looking at it. You were thinking about it because you were like, dang, I want a lollipop right now. You were having a sugar craving. You need to
Mm.
drink some water and just leave it alone. So
Uh,
no, you cannot have any lollipops. Okay? For various reasons.
well, listen, I survived the cocaine years. I could do a lollipop.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot. And I hope that Tanya is not letting you over there eat sugar.
She's not here right now. Uh, so I could do what I want in this house. This is my house. This is my mother. This is my house.
Does that
This
feel
is
good?
bitches. This is my house.
Wow. I love that you do that when you're alone. Get it all out, Sean. You want to do it one more time? Get it all out before 4 o'clock because
Quiet, quiet. Shut the. Where's dinner?
yo,
Your family can kiss my ass.
what?
Those are things that we say in arguments, right? Where's the mother? Where's the remote?
That's right, Sean. You are the king of your castle. Go ahead, rule it
You
with an
pay,
iron.
you pay that. You pay that guy. I'm tired of this.
Son, Sean, stop. I
I'm
can't.
not paying for that. F you and no.
You see? Tanya gonna come in there ripping everything down. Your Alexa is hearing you right now, so
All right.
quiet down.
I hope you guys are having a good morning. God bless you. And a special shout out, Cindy J, to Only Place on Earth where you get your morning start, right? Shout out to our beloved Dara Jackson, Cindy J, for posting yesterday a picture of our beloved Rose Gladden on her happy heavenly birthday. So let's give a big shout out to Dara
Oh, it was Rose's
Jackson.
birthday yesterday.
Yeah, Dara, thank you so much for acknowledging our beloved, may she rest in peace, Rose Gladden's birthday yesterday, and we truly appreciate you. And that's why we're here each and every morning with with this beloved family that we have on the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. When something happens with one of us, we all rally around each other. When one of our members pass away, we're there for that member and for all of us collectively as a group. And Dara, thank you so much. I don't know if she's in the chat room. I just wanted to say we appreciate you for letting all of us know that yesterday was Rose Gladden's birthday, and we appreciate you. So thank you so much.
Yes.
When last time you had that lollipop in your mouth? All right, Cindy, let's get into the show. We truly appreciate you guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? Thank you so much. And we truly appreciate you. Go ahead, Cindy. What's going on here? We're going to talk about lollipops.
Okay. Okay, Sean, you can tuck that back away in your little safe place.
Put a
Um,
lollipop in your mouth, bro.
as we all know, uh we are right in the middle of it. Prom season, graduations are happening, all of this excitement. Shout out to Vanetta George, our chat room ambassador, because she's been doing it, getting double whammied with all of that this past year. Well, so are celebrity children. Um, Ming Lee Simmons, Sasha Obama, and more are celebrating their prom season and graduations as well. The eldest daughter of Kamora Lee Simmons and Russell Simmons is officially an alum of New York University. Ming Lee Simmons graduated from the university last week and was photographed with her mother after the ceremony. They had some really good pictures. Additionally, Kamora said an Instagram post, "We did it. My first baby graduated college. It's been a journey and a labor of love, but you did it. Mama is so proud of you." Comedian Kevin Hart and his ex-wife Tori Hart's daughter Heaven astonished social media users when her photos were shared by her father this past weekend. Um, people are amazed that she's grown up so fast. Imani Richardson, who was the 18-year-old daughter of rappers Scrappy and Erica Dixon, she also recently graduated high school. And Scrappy took to social media to congratulate his daughter on that as well. Sasha Obama, she's now 21 years old. She just graduated from USC. Um, and Barack and Michelle and Malia were all in attendance. Mrs. Obama rocked lime green heels and neon acrylics and adorned. Oh, I'm sorry. This was they should say it was Sasha. She had on lime green heels, neon acrylics, and was wearing the colors black, red, and white as she crossed the stage. And of course, everybody was so happy. The Obamas were there. LeBron James's son, Bronny James, he was 18. He headed off to prom in his outfits. So there was a lot going on for a lot of celebrity kids. I know a lot of people online. We're talking about, we there have been a lot of pictures and videos coming up. I feel like in the last 5 years, maybe, or the last like three or so, there have been a lot of elaborate proms that are going on. The really big dresses. I see some people had fireworks. There's this real popular one where it's called Zahir's Send Off or something. It looks like they're somewhere in Philly, like a kind of like a poor neighborhood, but they had like balloons going all downside of the building with all these oversized chairs, a DJ, confetti. Have you seen these, Sean?
Yeah, I seen them.
So, a lot of people, there's been a lot of talk online about regular people. Y'all all doing this, but these celebrity kids, they have some regular ass pictures. It looks like they were just standing with their parents, going off, to their prom. It looked like more traditional how we grew up doing it rather than what's going on now. Sparking big online debates as well. Is it too much? Are people, going broke for nothing when celebrities aren't even doing that? So
Well, that
congratulations to all of that. But I think
yeah,
it does open up a bigger conversation.
yeah, it does open up a bigger conversation. And welcome, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning start. Where the hearts at in the chat? Put some hearts in the chat room, guys. I want to see you guys put some hearts in the chat room. Where the
Not you
hearts
making them
at?
work.
Yo, yeah, I'm making them work. Where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, turn down for what? For what? And
Wow.
yes, congratulations to our beloved ambassador of the chat room, Vanetta George, and her beloved daughter, Maya, who looked absolutely beautiful. And thank you for sharing those pictures with all of us. I mean, on your social media page. And yes, and the prom season does affect all of us because if we don't have children that are involved in proms, we've all been involved in it, or we know children that are graduating. To
Word.
the celebrities, yes, of course, that goes to a whole nother level, obviously. But the celebrities, they do tone it down. Put those hearts in the chat room. Where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Turn down for what? For what?
Wow.
Um, but we have it's always going to be the neighbors, the ghetto superstars, the rental of the big limousine. Nobody got no money. Everybody broke, but them kids is going to go out with their big funeral suits on and looking great, spending unnecessary money. To me, that's all unnecessary. But to each his own. Some people glorify these accomplishments that are significant in a child's life and all of our lives. But then others, I would just modify it down. I mean, I'm not going to go out there. I know with my children, we didn't experience when they graduated out of high school and did all these things. Me and the baby mothers, it was just, regular, graduations. But you got other people uh, who go over the top. And you got the big limousine, and you got your child goes to like the worst high school in the hood, and but everybody pulling up in Bentleys.
Right.
But I say this to each his own. If that's what you want to do, then it's fine. So
Yeah.
congratulations to all those folks out there. And you're right, the celebrities they tone that down a little bit. Uh, but for us regular folks out there, if you want to turn up for your child's special achievement in life, go ahead. If you want to spend $10,000, $20,000, that ain't none of my business. Enjoy.
I mean, the prom is cool. I mean, to me, when I went to prom, we just we met up at our friend's house, we took pictures, and we left. It wasn't like this big to do because we were going to prom. I don't know what the big celebration is for prom. It's
Yeah,
a
I get it,
formal thing.
and I understand that. I mean, maybe in your case, your pockets were light. I don't know, but it's
No,
just
it's not about pockets being light. It's why are we having a party before y'all are going to a party? Like, what are we sending you off to? I would appreciate it more if it was like a graduation, but what is the big to do just because they're going to prom? Is prom like some type of rite of passage or some type of, because
no.
people, they have eighth grade formals, you have spring dance, winter dances. Prom is like the completion of all of that, but you don't need a celebration for it. So
Yeah,
I think it's lost on me what the big deal is. Like,
yeah,
take your pictures, go, have fun. They usually have a sleepover, and then the next day they usually go to an amusement park or something. Like, that was what we did, and it was fine. I didn't feel like I needed something more. Like, the dress is enough. Them dresses and the
yeah.
car
But
that you ride in.
now
I
I
mean,
get it. But you see, you're talking
I
sense.
don't get it.
You're talking sense, but there's a lot of us that just don't get that. It's very practical and financially, it makes just sense to just keep it as simple as you possibly can. What you're saying is 100%, but we have some folks And then,
But
of course,
when
it's
did it
always
change? Like, when did
it,
it become,
it
oh, let's,
never it never changed. It all had to do with the parents, the mother. You if you got a mother that has a overwhelming personality and that kid is the best thing that ever walked on earth and they got a few dollars, they're gonna show it. A lot of times it's not really the
like, you
kids,
can do that. Get them the
it's the
outfit,
parents.
get them because I know it was big for us. Like, if people were going in like a rented car, like everybody wanted to see what everybody was pulling up in, but we wasn't having a little party at your house before we left. Like, I don't know. It's weird to me, but go off, y'all.
What else you got? And welcome to the
Um,
show, guys. Where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, turn down for what? What else you got,
wow.
saying?
Prosecutors are dropping Gervonta Davis's domestic battery charge. An update on that. Vanessa Poso, who is one of the mothers of Davis's children, ultimately declined to press charges in the case. It was formally dismissed this week. Vanessa and Gervonta previously agreed that the defendant had to complete an anger management course and parenting class. Davis has since completed the course. She initially had told authorities that the 28-year-old boxer had struck her with a closed hand type of slap on December 27th. Dang, 2 days after Christmas. The alleged slap caused her an abrasion on the inside of her lip. In a 911 call, she repeatedly screamed for help and said Davis was trying to kill her, although she didn't name him. After being released, Gervonta flooded his social profile, saying that there was more to his arrest. He accused Vanessa of smearing baby poop from their toddler's diaper on toothbrushes. He showed photos of the brushes and the words liar and cheater scrawled across the bathroom mirror. Davis also shared a small clip of Vanessa walking away from him, toddler in arms, and broken glass everywhere near the children's toys. Meanwhile, the boxer stood on the other side of a glass door with a torn shirt. Vanessa has since claimed Gervonta did not harm me or our daughter. Davis has maintained his innocence from the beginning, saying, I never put my hands on my child's mother, nor my effing daughter. Are you effing crazy? He said, I'm not a monster. However, he has faced other domestic violence accusations and charges. In February, he was arrested on charges of simple battery and domestic violence against his former girlfriend, Dretta Smothers. The altercation happened during Super Bowl at a charity basketball game. The video showed Gervonta grabbing Dretta by the neck and pulling her out of her seat before walking her out of the event. So yeah, he's
So,
and he had just won a thing, right? He defeated Ryan Garcia in April by seventh round knockout from a body shot.
what's his name again?
Gervonta Davis.
I'm assuming that this is a neighbor.
Yeah.
If you're new to the show, a neighbor, we don't use the N word on the show. We say neighbors.
Right.
Uh, and A.G. White had blessed us with that terminology when he called in a couple of years ago, and we've been using it. Is that correct, CJ?
Yeah, he was the one that said it.
And our one and only Hottie Toddy gave us the term Babylonians back in the day. We've been using that. Just to give you guys some fun facts if you didn't know. Uh, this guy is let me see what he look like. He's a good looking guy too. Let me see. Oh no, he's not. He looked like that rapper that got all the tattoos on his head. 6ix9ine. He looks like that. He looks like 6ix9ine without tattoos.
Oh my god.
Uh,
You're kind of cute.
First of all, fellas, and ladies and gentlemen, we still doing the domestic thing in 2023?
Yeah, she's definitely lying. He definitely hit her.
My man Thomas King is in the building. Thomas, God bless you. Where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, put the hearts in the chat room, guys. Again, come on, let's get to work. Thank you. I want everybody to
Wendy
put hearts
said
in
she
chat.
does. Wendy calls Babylonians Keeblers.
That's
I
a good.
love that.
That's a good one. Uh, this is a man who obviously can't keep his hands off the ladies.
He's
Uh,
crazy.
he's a
I,
he's a boxer.
I would
Get them
never date
hearts in the
him.
chat room, guys. Put you guys to work today. He's a boxer, so by nature they want to hit people, but that's not an excuse for a domestic with the baby mother and the other ladies. This is a guy who should be in jail. This is a guy who's putting his hands on the baby mother. And then it's unfortunate that the baby mother wants to recant the charges, and they can't. And in certain cases, you just can't do that. They're going to continue on. You already had a fisticuff in New Year's Eve with another woman. So and then he has charges. That, everybody. The judge looks at your past history in all criminal acts or any kind of civil suit. But this is criminal. This is a man that should be stripped of his title. Okay. This is a man that shouldn't box for the next 5 years because he keeps doing it. He keeps doing it over. I can see if you did it the first time. Yeah, you knocked your broad out in the third round. I'm not condoning any of this. Give him a pass for that. Once once the swelling go down. Ladies,
Right.
put a number one in the chat room. We had a little swolled up there from a little domestic.
I would never.
Uh,
I would
Senny, I
never.
got punched in the eye by a broad.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm sure you didn't deserve it, Shawn.
Yeah, that was weird. And when she punched me, it was at a comedy show. And I looked to my right and there was another woman that was standing there and she saw it, but she didn't act like when you see something but you act like you didn't see it.
Yes, that's
and I
hilarious.
and I looked at her and she looked at me and then she turned around.
She did one of these.
Yeah, she did right. She did that. And up when the chick punched me, she stormed out. She punched me and she stormed out. But the show didn't start yet. And I was hosting. We were in the Poconos that night.
Dang, now you was in the Poconos.
Yeah, we was in the Poconos. And then like my eye was getting red. And by the time during the middle of the show, I had a red eye.
I'm so sorry, Shawn.
But nah, no worries. It's all good. And
Sorry.
and it was weird how wait, before we get back into the domestic, let me tell you about this story real quick. It was weird how it happened. I was dating abroad, right?
Right.
But I had broke up with another woman, right?
Right.
And but the new girlfriend knew that I used to date the other girl.
Mm-hmm.
And this is way back. This is a long time ago, guys. So I told her, I said, listen, me and that chick, we not together no more, right? She's like, all right, whatever, cool. But I had a comedy show because I used to do comedy shows in the Poconos all the time.
Right.
So, and I did this comedy show, and the show was actually sold out. People were buying tickets. May rest in peace, DJ Swift was the DJ, the whole thing. And the new chick, we walked in together. We drove to the comedy show together. And when we got to the comedy show, we walked into the lobby. The ex-girlfriend was at the door. I didn't even know that this woman purchased the ticket. I didn't
Mm-mm.
know. It was so packed. I didn't know. Like, I don't know who's buying tickets.
You knew.
City, I swear, I didn't know.
So you're coming with your new girlfriend and
Yes.
your ex-girlfriend was at the door.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
the ex-girlfriend and her girls have bought tickets to the show.
Okay.
Because we used to do this once a month, or especially we was doing it at that time. We was doing it once a month, but not in Fernwood. This was before that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going back a little bit. And
Yeah.
we would do a once a month show. DJ Swift was the DJ. We had it rocking up there.
Mm-hmm.
So we walk into the lobby, right?
Yeah.
The other girls at the door. Now, Cindy, I didn't have any contact with this woman. She was an ex. It was nothing. I didn't speak to her. It was actually a cool breakup in a sense.
Okay.
But Now we walk in. Now remember, there's people at the lobby. I got my homegirl working the door. It's a whole, it's a whole
It's a
operation
whole
with it.
thing.
It's a
Right,
whole
right.
thing. I'm excited. The comedians are there. I hear Swift playing the music, and we walk in. The current girlfriend sees the ex, and we almost saw it simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
The current girlfriend looks at me and goes, "What is that bitch doing here?" And turns around and socks me sitting right there, socked me right there. Like,
What? She
bang.
just went from 0 to 100
Yeah, bang.
when
She
she
said, "What this
saw
bitch?"
the girl?
Yeah, she said, "What this bitch doing here?" Bang.
Oh,
And that's when the other girl, remember, the other girl looked and then act like she didn't see it. Because the lobby was, it was weird because the lobby was kind of full with people, but she was the only person that saw it. Now, when she bopped me in the eye, she storms out.
yeah.
Now, look, 25, 30 years ago, I'm chasing that. I'm kicking that ass. That would have been 30 years ago.
Now you're kicking that ass.
Yeah. Because domestic was cool back in the day.
Mm-mm.
And then Senny, the woman sees me. The girl that worked the door, she didn't even see me get hit in the eyeball. The other girl saw it.
Yeah.
And the ex-girlfriend, she didn't even see none of this happening. She didn't see none of only one person saw this. So the girl, after she bopped me, bang, Senny, right here, Senny, right there. Bang.
Right. I know you can still feel it.
I
Did
can
it
still
hurt?
feel it. Bang. It's this eye, Senny, right here. Bang.
Did it hurt? Was she like strong behind it? Or was it
Not
just like, like a little?
it was moderate. It was more like I felt it. And I went back. I was like, oh, what the I had on a fly ass outfit. Like I'm like, what the
Oh my God. You're like, what
but
the?
but she stormed out, got in her car, and
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 left?
drove and she drove back to New York City. At that time, I was living in Marshall Creek by myself. At that time, that's one of my
She was
times I was single.
done with show ass.
Yeah, she was done. And Cindy, I go, okay. I went in the bathroom. I looked at my eye. I looked at my face. I said, okay, I'm good. I'm gonna start the show. And I started the show. I went over to Swift. I go, yo, Swift, man, this bitch just punched me in the eye. And
Mm-mm.
then halfway through the show, Cindy, my eye got red. But back then I was drinking. These are like I said, this is years back. I was drinking, so I didn't care. I started throwing back drinks,
Oh my
and then I went home and went to sleep.
Wow.
I think Hot Sauce had drove me home. I should have called the police on that, bro.
Really? I mean, yeah. I mean, looking back, she assaulted you for no reason.
But why did she react like that, ladies? What's up?
Only you know that answer. She obviously, I mean, to be honest, how did she even know that that was your ex like
No,
that?
no, she knew. She knew. Like she knew that was the ex. I told her. I said, "Yo, that's the ex. That's what it is." That she knew because we were running in circles together.
Oh, okay, okay. So then, if she knew that, why was she so mad that she was there?
That's what I didn't understand. And I was trying to share like later on in later conversation. I was like, "Yo, I didn't know that this chick was going. I didn't know that she was going to the show. I really
But
didn't."
even if she was going to the show, like, why is that bothering to you? If I'm here with you, why are you worried about if she's here? You can't control who comes to your show.
Exactly. But I'm just like, but why did you punch me in my eye? Like, what was that all about?
She got problems. She was probably trying to keep it spicy. There are some women who are just like that, and obviously you called her the next day, so she got the reaction she wanted.
Yeah, because I wanted to know, like, first of all, why did you punch me in my eye? Secondly, like, I had nothing to do with this woman. I didn't know that the woman was coming to the show. I'll be honest with you guys.
It's manipulative behavior, to be honest.
Shinny,
So
if you saw, before we get back into the domestic charge, if you came into a show or any place and you with the new man, but you knew the ex was there. I mean, you didn't know the ex was there till you arrived there.
yeah.
You didn't know the ex was there until you arrived there. What would be your reaction? Because I think her reaction was, in my heart and soul, I believe that the current girlfriend thought, like, I was like, yeah, told the old girlfriend, yeah, you could come through, come to the show. Like, we were still communicating with each other, which was not the case.
I mean,
How
but
would you?
even if you were like, to me, that kind of stuff is it's not a problem. You know what I mean? You just have to have, you know, communication. She was just obviously jealous of her for some reason, or the fact that she was even there. I don't know why, but that's something only she can answer. But to me, that kind of stuff doesn't bother me. There, it's always going to be something. What about when you're not with him and he runs into his ex? Then what? You know what I mean? Like, I think that was totally uncalled for, and I don't trip about stuff like that. If
And you
you
know
gonna
what?
do it, you gonna do it. So she can
And
be
this
there or
girl was
not.
kind. This girl was kind of weird as well. She said one day she caught a flat tire, and she said she pulled the car over and sat in the car for like 4 hours. I said, well, what
Instead of
did you do?
changing the tire.
Yeah, she said, I didn't, I just stood in the car. And she said, the police came and helped me. So I said, you sat in the car for 4 hours? She said, yeah, I didn't move.
What did she think was gonna happen?
I don't know. I'm not, I mean, I'm not judging this woman, but it was just a weird
No,
situation.
you need to judge her. Sis needs help. You see, men be running into all types of weird women all the time, and y'all want to stay with the crazy. Did that story happen before or after the
Yeah,
punch?
that happened before she
You
popped me in the
see,
eye.
that was a red flag. You should have knew from then she was Looney Tunes and left that thing.
Yo, we still working. Put the hearts in the chat room, guys. Where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, now back to the boxer. Yeah, this dude needs to be suspended because
Yeah,
he's taking his occupation home. Why are you bobbing and weaving and jabbing your baby mother?
right.
And you should, if I was the commissioner of boxing, I will take his titles away from him and suspend him for 3 years. All right, what else?
Um,
Ladies, put in the one chat room if you got extremely jealous if you saw the ex-girlfriend in a public place with your new man.
Now, if she seems to always be popping up at all the places that we're at, then it's a problem. Like, hello, what is going on? Why is she always around? You need to get new friends or move.
Yeah, I give you that, no doubt about it. But I'm talking about a one-time like isolation situation.
Yeah, no.
Well, okay, so I'll tell you what. Put it in one chat room. Let's be honest, guys. Put it in one chat room if you're a jealous person. If you're jealous like that, put it in one chat room. Put it number two if you're not.
Uh, they ain't nobody gonna say they're jealous like
I
that.
know I was about to say like Brian Sykes, Nubian Sykes, whatever his name is. He always say in the chat room, okay, who's gonna start lying first? Uh,
but she was wrong for hitting you. Like, girl, what?
yeah,
Whatever.
exactly.
She lucky she didn't
Everybody
get
out.
slapped back.
Everybody, the one and only Miss Miko's in the chat room. Should be in the building tomorrow morning where you get your morning started right. No question about it. Ladies, are you
Hey, Miss
jealous?
Miko. Put a one in the
Ladies,
chat room if you're gonna be here tomorrow, girl. Put a two
yeah,
if you're
yeah,
not.
right. Miss Miko, put it in one chat room if you go.
It's okay, girl. I don't know. I've been checking your stories. You on flights. You there. I'm confused.
Right.
But it's okay. We're here for you. Can always come on home.
Yeah. All right, what else
You
you
can
got,
always
Steve?
come home.
You can
So
come
funny.
home if you want. You're fine.
um,
Everybody, Miss Miko will be in the building tomorrow. Go ahead, Cindy. What else you got?
you guys, we're doing front page news. I'm gonna let you know a little bit what is going on out
You
here.
are? You are? Oh, wait a minute then. Hold on. It's the A, S to the E double N Y, and you can't deny she got the front page news, y'all. She got the front page news, y'all. You don't stop. Key on to the crack of dawn, 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 dawn. We're in the place to be. With Cindy J's news.
Wow, it's okay. Thanks, Sean. I didn't need
Well,
all that, but appreciate it. This story really hit me in the feels. I mean, I felt a little bit indifferent about it because I feel like that would have been me. But a California man is killed while helping ducks cross the road, moments after being cheered by onlookers. The horrifying crash took place at Stanford Ranch Road and Park Drive in the city of Rockland, California, about 22 miles from Sacramento, just after 8 p.m. William Wimsat, who is a 12-year-old boy who witnessed the kind-hearted stranger's actions, said he got out of the car and was shooing the ducks, and everyone was clapping because he was being really nice. He helped them get up over the curb because all the little baby duckies were having trouble. And then he walked in front of our car, said the boy. After the ducks made it safely to the other side of the road, Williams said onlookers in their cars applauded the Good Samaritan's actions. My mom rolled down the window and even said, "Good job." And I said, "Good job" to him too. Right after that, Williams said, the man was struck by a car that seemingly came out of nowhere. He said, "I didn't see the car actually hit him. All I remember is the sound and then him flying across the intersection. His shoes and one of his socks were right in front of our car." Another woman said she also saw it happen. They were saying, "Oh, it's so cute. It's so nice of him." And then all of a sudden, he was hit by a car. After the accident, William's mother got out of her car and comforted the man's children who were sitting in their own car and witnessed the crash happen. A makeshift memorial full of rubber duckies and flowers was set up on the corner where the accident occurred. Williams said he hopes people remember the man for his kindness. Police are still investigating the cause of the fatality. The driver, who was a 17-year-old girl, is cooperating with authorities. She's not facing any charges, and DUI is not suspected. I
damn.
don't know. This girl could be a Babylonian, but that
Well,
if you hit like, and that's the thing, they're not showing pictures of where this happened. I don't know. I feel like maybe I need to get on Google Maps so I can look up this intersection. But I feel like if cars are slowed down, stopped, they're cheering you. Like it seems like there's a little bit of commotion at this intersection, and then all of a sudden you just come out of nowhere and knock a man out of his shoes and his socks. Like, you must have been going very fast, girl. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to put myself in the intersection. And then those poor kids to see their dad, essentially. I don't think he died on scene, but in essence, he died on scene. You know what I'm saying?
uh,
It's horrible.
put
Because
a number.
I would do that. I would help ducks. And then another part of me is like, bro, why are you leaving your kids on the side of the road to help some ducks? Like,
Um, Put a number one in the chat room if you're enjoying the show today. Put a number two if you're not. Where the heart's at in the chat room. Well, we do know that you would get out of the car. Remember, you got your wrist all chewed up by a dog that was infected with rabies back in the day.
I still have the scars, you guys.
Let's see the scars, Cindy.
Oh, wait, no.
I can't. No, right?
Wait.
Where's
I
scars?
I don't think I can do it right because it's on this side, but the camera's like,
I
it's
can see
not
it.
this.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. I see it. I see
No,
it.
it's on this side.
Okay.
It's not this. It's something. It's on the other
Oh,
side.
oh,
I, you can't see it, but I have like the scars from where the dog bit me. Oh, that's part of it too. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that was one. This one right
So,
here.
so it
This
is.
and there's two over on the other side.
Well, guys, there is visual evidence that the beloved Queen Cindy J will jump out of her car. Remember, she thought that the dog was thirsty and she wanted to give him some water, and that dog was like, "Get the f out of here!" and then took a piece of her arm.
We
And
try
then
to help these animals, and look what happens to us. You're
and, and,
right.
and Cindy called me and said, "Sean, I'm bleeding to death." I said, "What happened?" I got out the car and helped the dog. I said, "I got to call you back." And for the record, she missed one or two of her rabies shots. She's still infected by that dog.
Oh yeah, I didn't go back. They gave me one rabies shot. I didn't go back for the rest of them. Nah. That's probably why I survived COVID.
Nah, you almost made me choke. Pause. Now, remember, we talked about this in the beginning of the show. An image that was in my head that came back 3 hours later when I saw the dude sucking a lollipop. Now, imagine this horrific image that these people are going to have to endure for the rest of their lives. Seeing this man get killed while he was in the middle of an act of kindness. And why is it surprising? A 17-year-old driver has no empathy. A lot of them, they just speed, they don't give a damn, the music's loud. And even with all the commotion, they probably just sped right through there and killed this man.
He was
Make him
probably texting. Sorry.
right. And to, I mean, God, to put a little makeshift memorial with rubber duckies, that's not cool. Uh, I don't think that's cool. Uh,
Dara Jackson, Dara said, remember when Senny burnt her hand while driving? I think she crashed the car too. I burnt my hand while driving?
I don't know. I can't.
Oh, yes, when I got into my car accident with the coffee. Yeah. I flipped my car off
But
that one.
yeah. Senny flipped the car 4 times and still came to work. And you guys always complain about how long we've been on the show and doing the show for an hour and 15 minutes. And this woman did an Evil Knievel backflip on the car on the state road at 4 o'clock in the morning and still showed up to work. And you guys got the nerve enough to complain about how long we on the air.
I came that day. I finished. I
Yeah, you
made
came
it.
that day. Your earlobes were leaking. That forehead had an image of a stop sign on it. That goddamn Subaru turned into a Rubaroo. And she said, Shawn, I still got my stories. I said, Senny, are you alive? Yeah, I'm good. She came in smelling like engine fluid, transmission fluid, wiper fluid, and brake fluid. And you guys got the nerve enough to sit here and get mad at the queen and myself.
It was no,
Came
you
in with
guys.
her. She came in. Then she had a bandage with the dog, the bandage, with the burnt hand, with the goddamn hair put all on and you guys sit here and
Yeah,
you question the commitment of what we do each and every day.
the cup top popped off. It was
Cindy was trying to button one of her shirts, and that Subaru that had 18 billion miles on it with no front end extension at all. Old ass shocks on the car.
Don't talk about my Subaru like that.
She was driving a Simon Templar car from back in the 60s.
No, I wasn't. It was
And that car flipped over and she was right at work.
It was a 2004 at the time.
I said, Cindy, take the rest of the week off. No, I'll be there.
Yeah, Dara, you're good. I remember that too. It wasn't my fault. It was Dunkin' Donuts. They didn't put the cap on right. So sorry to this man. Sorry to his children.
Yes.
It's wild out here.
Yeah, that's horrific, man.
Are you helping ducks cross the road, Shawn?
No, what I will do, I'm not going like if the ducks are crossing the road. For me, I'm going to wait for the ducks to cross the road, and then I'm going to keep it pushing. I am not getting out the car to help ducks. I'm not helping any animals. Like sometimes when you see the bird in the street and the wings broke and he's up there doing this and he's done, it's just a matter of time. I don't give a damn about that bird.
Shawn.
Because look what happened. You care about these, and look at the ducks. The ducks don't give a damn. They crossed the street and they kept it pushing.
I know.
This guy is dead forever.
I know.
Ain't nobody paying for this. It's the only thing he's gonna get is a little, like what you just said, the little ducky memorials. And he's gone. And the kids saw it. The kids are gonna be cuckoo for cocoa puffs for the rest of their lives because they visualize. They saw it. I feel so bad for these children.
They're gonna hate ducks now.
Well, who? And highways and cars.
I know, that's sad. Montana becomes the first U.S. state to ban TikTok. What? Montana has become the first one to ban TikTok after the governor signed legislation prohibiting mobile application stores from offering the app within the state by next year. The move is among the most dramatic in a series of U.S. escalations against TikTok, which is owned by the Chinese tech company ByteDance. TikTok has come under increasing scrutiny over its ties to China amid concerns that such links could pose a national security threat. The federal government and more than half of U.S. states have prohibited the app on government devices, and the Biden administration has threatened a national ban unless its parent company sells its shares. The company has previously denied that it has ever shared data with the Chinese government and has said the company would not do so if asked. TikTok said in a statement that the Montana bill infringes on the First Amendment rights of the people of Montana by unlawfully banning TikTok, and that the company intends to defend the rights of our users inside and outside of Montana. So it looks like they are taking this to court. Montana's new law, which will take effect January 1st of next year, prohibits downloads of TikTok in the state and would fine any entity, an app store, or TikTok $10,000 per day for each time someone is offered the ability to access the social media platform or download the app. The penalties would not, of course, apply to users. So they're taking this to court, and I think it's funny how a Chinese company is trying to tell us about our rights and what they're going to fight for us for. But it's kind of cool. They're probably, I mean, I don't think this bite dance company, I don't think it's run by a bunch of like old Chinese men, you know? There's probably a young, innovative tech, you know, guys from Hong Kong who just want to make money and have a cool app. I mean, I think that could be a little naive, but at the same time, I don't think it's like some nefarious, like big scheme to like get stuff from us. But I mean,
Well,
who knows? I want to see
well,
how it plays out with Montana. Them people in Montana are probably pissed off.
well. You disappoint me in your opinions, the Queen Senny J.
Oh,
It
please.
runs deeper than all of this, and you know this, and what I'm about to share, then you will kind of see where I'm going with this. First of all, first of all, who the hell lives in Montana? Secondly, do we even need Montana? And on a third fact, how many blacks and Latinos are actually staying there? Because that's really what I care about at this point in the urban Babylonian.
It's probably like 5% or less black in
I
the whole
think
thing.
only the basketball team, the University of Basketball of Montana, the black guys, those are probably the only guys there. What are the real commodities of the state of Montana, really? Do
Well, the
we
people that live there.
vacation in Montana? Nobody talks about that. There's no burning desire for any one of us to go to Montana. There's folks that live out there. That's the first thing I want to say. Secondly, don't get it twisted, TikTok. This is just the beginning of a tidal wave that you won't be able to control. First of all, how are you going to really enforce that law in Montana? And I will use one of your terminologies, going to a deeper dive. You've been saying that lately. I don't know why, but I kind of like that saying. TikTok is the devil. TikTok is evil. A lot of dancing, a lot of depression with teenage kids. You'd say you share these stories thousands of times throughout the years.
Get your mental game up.
Only the strong survive.
Listen, it's Darwin's theory out here.
Kids are losing their minds over TikToks. You already shared thousands of stories about TikTok challenges here or there. I think the latest one you shared recently was how to steal a car. There was some kind of car you was talking about how.
Oh yeah, they were using the USB in the ignition lock to steal
Right.
certain keys and
So
things
if,
like
if you think that this is productive to society, I totally disagree. Now don't say because I'm old and whatever, I don't want TikTok. Because yes, they do say that there's a majority of people that are over 40, 50 years old, they don't want TikTok. And the 13-year olds, they want it. I say ban it all.
that. I learned a lot from TikTok. I like it.
TikTok is not good for folks. Montana, all five of you guys that live there, shout out to you. They're going to take this to the Supreme Court. TikTok is going to lose. And then you will see some kind of modification with TikTok. And the TikTok is ruining these kids. I feel, I sympathize with the kids and their parents that these kids are emotionally attached to an app that some of them are mentally challenged and others are committing suicide. And it's just terrible. I don't like the TikTok.
Well, I mean, it's not just TikTok that is causing more kids to commit suicide. It's social media in general. You
Okay.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You're absolutely right. But the TikTok is kind of like the lead on all of this.
No, they're just mad because they don't have control over it. And because Facebook and Instagram is just as addictive, it's just as, half the stuff on Instagram is stuff that they filter over from TikTok anyway.
Yeah,
TikTok just has a
but
better reach.
would you say that TikTok? You're right. I'm not. I agree with you. But don't you think that TikTok, even though these videos are tagged to TikTok from other social media sites, don't you believe that TikTok does take the lead in all this behavior that is negative towards the youth in this country?
No, no. I just think it's another platform that is more popular.
So then
Every
why
time
so
a
why
new
you never
platform comes out, it's popular.
so why do you never hear man, these kids are killing themselves on Facebook, these kids are killing themselves on Instagram? You don't hear that.
Because
You hear it on TikTok,
But
Senny
you
Jane. You
do
know this.
because the government is attacking TikTok, so that's what they're gonna put on their news. They want to make it
Senny,
seem like TikTok is this big thing, like killing
Senny, but
everybody,
Senny,
when it's
Senny,
the
it's
same
really
thing across all social media platforms.
but
They
Senny, it's
come
really
after Facebook too.
But Cindy, it's really happening. They had you reported on a story about the kids damaging the school property. That was a TikTok challenge. How many stories have you shared? Hold on. How many stories have you shared about TikTok and these challenges? You never share a Facebook challenge where they're burning down buildings, an Instagram challenge where you're smacking your girlfriend. All these stories, these are your stories that you share with
This
us.
is, but think about it. It's the people creating this stuff on the app. You don't open the app and it says go cause destruction. You don't open the app and it says go kill yourself. These are people, regular Americans, okay, that are creating their own content and they're giving you a platform that shows it to you in a more rapid fashion, because it just goes video after video after video. It doesn't really have all the like extras. You don't have to write anything. You don't have to. So it's different, so it keeps up with people's attention span. But these Americans are the ones doing it to themselves. Y'all are the ones that want to put whatever you want to put on there. Just like with every other social media platform, they're just attacking it because it's not American. Just like when they were sending Mark Zuckerberg, he was in the Senate office every 5 minutes because they didn't understand why he was making so much money and seemed like he was monopolizing on the internet, because everything that people do now, they want to make an announcement on Instagram. They want to do this. And, the same thing with Twitter. They're just mad because it's a Chinese company. But we have all these other platforms that do the exact same thing.
Boy, you picking up that TikTok flag, and God bless you. I
Because it's
say
superior
that,
app.
and thanks for your explanation, and I truly appreciate you for that. But I still believe that it's the whole TikTok movement with these rapid fire videos that you just shared and proclaimed to all of us that are doing the most damage. Is it a Chinese company that they're going after? Yeah, I could agree with that. Definitely. But it's still, TikTok is picking up the flag for the behavior and the mental destruction of these kids in this country. Without a doubt. And and all you grown folks, you're sitting there dancing on TikTok. A lot of dancing, a lot of dancing.
What's wrong with that?
Too much dancing. Everybody, every everybody dancing.
So everybody's dancing, but it's a horrible app, malicious app, and everybody's killing themselves, but everybody's dancing. Make it make
Right.
sense.
That's listen, that's the insidious part of the app. It's the devil. It's the devil's playland. You got one room where they sitting up there in the boom boom room dancing, and then the next room you got a 13-year-old kid about to jump out of a window because they're on TikTok and they're comparing their lives with another person's life that doesn't even exist.
It's not TikTok's fault. It's our polarized society.
Montana, all seven of you, thank you.
Wow.
Thank you, Montana, for picking up the flag and starting this movement with TikTok. What else you got before we get out of here?
I hope nobody follows suit because I'll be really pissed off. And everybody's asking how are they going to crack down on this? Um, they do it by your IP address, by every time you log on to the internet, every time your phone connects to something, your IP address, those like little numbers that get you to your website, it gives your location as to where you are. So, I mean, I guess the only way that they would be able to get around this is if they change their IP address. They have a hidden VPN and act like they're really in someplace else, like, I don't know, the next state over or something like that. But usually to get it that good, you have to pay for a service like that. But it's not that expensive. So there are workarounds. So we will
I'm
see.
not going, before we go into the next story, we're going to get out of here. I'm not going to bet my life on it. But guys, I guarantee you, it's somewhere in the near future, Cindy J will give another story about another TikTok challenge. Go ahead, move on.
The NAACP has issued a travel warning for the state of Florida, basically stating that it has become hostile to Black Americans and for them to not travel to the state. The NAACP issued a formal travel advisory last week for Florida, saying the state has become hostile to Black Americans under Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' leadership.
I like that.
That's what they call him now, Ron DeSantis.
I love it.
Um, Let me see. On a seeming quest to silence African American voices, the governor and the state of Florida have shown that African Americans are not welcome in the state of Florida. Due to this sustained, blatant, relentless, and systemic attack on democracy and civil rights, the NAACP hereby issues a travel advisory to African Americans and other people of color regarding the hostility towards African Americans in Florida. The advisory points to several of DeSatan's controversial policies, including legislation he signed Monday to prohibit colleges from spending public funds on diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts. The Florida and the Florida governor also previously signed the Stop Woke Act, which restricts how workplaces and schools can discuss race during required training or instruction, and blocked an advanced placement African American studies course in the state's public schools, claiming it lacked educational value. Let me be clear. Failing to teach an accurate representation of the horrors and inequalities that Black Americans have faced and continue to face is a disservice to students and a dereliction of duty to all, said the NAACP president and CEO Derek Johnson. So,
All right, Cindy, first of all, the Satan, I love that. I love that.
he is the
And
Satan.
which is the king of Florida. We've been saying that for a couple of years now. What's funny about this story is the NAACP offering a travel advisory. I think that's hilarious.
I know. What is
Uh,
this, like the green book? Like, what are we
yeah,
doing?
yeah. What is that? Are you a federal agency? Uh,
They supposed to be our agency, Sean. You don't listen to the NAACP, Mr. NAACP winner, entertainer of the year. What, going on three,
I
four
was on
years?
to our new listeners. I was honored by the NAACP Monroe County in the Poconos about 4 years ago. Let's clap some time for me.
What a time to be alive.
We had a great night that night, by the way,
We turned up.
no doubt.
I did.
NAA NAACP, are you kidding me? Georgia should be next, but black folks, they just can't stop moving to Georgia. Uh, you hear the news day after day after day by a stroke of a pen. The king, the Satan, uh, modifies the laws in the state of Florida to suppress the minority, particularly the African American and low income folks, every day without even going through the Congress of Florida or the state representation of the state of Florida. He's making all these laws with an executive decision, which most governors can do, and the president. But you see his true colors. The NAACP is absolutely right. Black folks, don't move to Florida. All right, you want to go down there for the weekend and turn up? Maybe. Um,
No, don't even go there and turn up because that's tourist money. It
yeah,
all
right.
funds the BS.
Yeah, you know what, Senny? I take that back. You're absolutely right. Don't even go to the state of Florida. Stay away from Florida. Don't give Florida no money. And I think Cindy reported the other day, if I did hear it on the news, the Disney Corporation, because of uh, the Satan, boy, Cindy, I love that. King the Satan, I want to throw the king in there. Because of his radical views on everyday living on Americans, especially in the state of Florida, they found it a contradiction to the company's belief, and they moved out of Florida. They was going to build a big park, and there was 3,000 jobs, this whole thing, and they said, we're not doing it.
Yeah, they were talking about they might move the whole Disney because they said that Florida receives over $1 billion every year. Not even over a billion. I think like a couple $1 billion a year just from tourism to Disney alone.
Right, and they were talking about, I believe, I mean, Cindy might want to research, but we're going to get out of here in a minute. But I believe that if it was because of his anti-gay stance, the King, the Satan, that pulled out the Disney Corporation.
Yeah.
I believe. So shout out to Disney. I mean, I don't go there. I mean, it's $3,000 to get into that park. But I do respect and appreciate that they have some social awareness on the temperature of minorities in the state of Florida and the rights of gay folks. You know what, Cindy? Let's give a round of applause to the Walt Disney Corporation.
Giving them a little side eye, but
Yeah, give
they
them a little
doing good
side
for
eye,
right
but
now. I
that's
heard some things, but it's okay. We'll
yeah,
see
yeah.
what's
Me,
going on.
I've heard things as well, but on this one, let's show them some love.
Yeah, no,
And the,
it's crazy. The
and
things. Go ahead.
and black folks, you look like an idiot voting for Trump for the last two terms. Donald Trump always make it visually pleasing every time he speaks in a public arena that they got two or three black guys behind him in the audience that says black folks for Trump. Black folks, if you are anywhere in the realm of supporting the Satan, there is no hope. You can't go from Trump to that. I don't know who's worse. I think the Satan is worse than Donald Trump.
He is for sure. He's a fun.
Please don't entertain this man. Latinos and black folks, please don't support this man.
You know the
This is the
Latinos
worst
support him.
candidate that's ever. I believe he's worse than Donald Trump. He's evil. He hates gay folks, hates black people, Latinos, Everything is for the pure Babylonian and these heavy Christian values that don't exist anymore.
Mhm.
And gun right, and this gun. He said that Senny reported the other day. Everybody can have a gun.
Oh yeah, everybody can have a gun. You can conceal it. You can carry it out open. Whatever you want to do, get your gun. Go to Florida. You don't have to have no type of permit. No nothing. It's the wild wild west out there. You walk into Walmart, get a gun, put it on your hip, and ride out for the rest of the day.
I'd rather move to the state of Montana.
It's wild down in Florida. I don't know what the hell is going on in there.
And today,
They're being more liberal than Texas with
and
this.
right, I mean, he making King Abbott of Texas look like a little wimpy boy. Let me tell you something. And I would suggest I'm not. I don't want to sound like Monique, who said to everyone to not support Netflix. But today, Governor DeSatan, Senny, I love that DeSatan thing. King
But I do want to
DeSatan.
go to Miami.
Nah, no, don't. I'm not going to Florida no more unless I'm doing shows. Senny. Fuck, I forgot what I was going to say.
You were telling us to not vote for them.
Not vote.
I mean,
DeSantis.
or don't visit there.
Don't visit Florida. Oh, Senny.
Yeah.
I'm not on Twitter. I don't do the Twitter thing.
Oh, you
But
need to get on
black
it.
folk, let's don't do Twitter because he's going to announce that he's running for president today with Elon Musk on Twitter online.
Ugh.
So now, black folks, y'all running around entertaining the facts to purchase a Tesla. If you're thinking about purchasing a Tesla, black folks and Latinos who are riding around here crazy right now with a Tesla, you are out of your mind. Elon Musk he's a triple billionaire. He's going to finance the Satan's candidacy, but you're running around here charging up a charging up a car that the owner of the manufacturer can't stand black people.
Yeah.
Turn in your Tesla and deactivate your Twitter.
Nobody's deactivating Twitter. Twitter is a cool space. But no, I don't know what, and you know what brings it up is that so many people, when we talk about Black history in this country, even in, England, when people say like, oh, Beethoven was Black and all these other people were Black, and people go, no, there's pictures, there's stuff, like, that's like conspiracy theory that all these other people were Black. You are witnessing exactly how people change history. They have 3 revisions of a textbook that they made when it comes to like Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks. They said in the 3rd revision, because he was like, no, he kept like saying no to all these things. In the 3rd revision, it just said that Rosa sat in another seat that she wasn't supposed to. That's all it says. It don't say nothing about her being Black. It don't say nothing about civil rights. It's just, you know what I'm saying? And the way, when you're trying to erase that type of history and they let it go on, what are we going to have in 50 years? And then you're handicapping there's a lot of HBCUs down there in Florida. And now you're telling them, how do you tell a historically Black university that they can't talk about race? And if you have any curriculum regarding race, we're not going to give you any money. That are already underfunded. Like, it's just ridiculous. I don't know how y'all are doing it. I don't know how people are not. I don't know how Florida's not on fire right now. I don't understand the mentality of our people in this country. I really don't. Everybody is taking everything just laying down, and it's just so disgusting to me.
Yeah, and the reason why it's so frustrating is because we have all this information now via the internet and via social media. We could fast track information in real time, so you're not naive to the fact. If you do some research and if you research, you'll see what the truth is, what's not the truth. You can see it, but people still ignore it, and they just still go and support the state of Florida. And you know what? And shout out to the NAACP. Thank you. Travel advisory, don't go to Florida no more. And it makes total sense. All right, Senny, you got the last word. We got to go.
Okay, I have a good one. Are you guys ready for this?
We're ready.
Okay. You
got what I need. Say I'm not a friend.
Okay. You can go far if you're not carrying anything. I'm going to say it again.
Wow.
You can go far if you're not carrying anything. Okay? Think about what you're carrying around today as you go through your day, as you go through the rest of this week, as you go through the finishing up this year. What are you carrying? And let it go. Boom.
Yo.
You heard it here first.
The only thing missing is the LeBron dust when he does this before the basketball game. That's the only thing missing when LeBron do this.
Don't even talk about LeBron, okay? They're calling him LeBum on the streets.
That's not right before we leave. That's not right. LeBum. Oh, my God.
I told you LeBron and big doofy head Davis wasn't going to do nothing, Shawn.
Oh, my God,
I
LeBum.
told you. LeBum. But yeah,
Yo.
that's what I got for you.
Okay, we get into.
And what was it last night? A little bit of sports for you. The Celtics are bringing it back to Boston tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, so they can lose.
We gonna see where Jimmy Buckets at.
I like that name, Jimmy Buckets. All right, guys, we appreciate you. Come on, Senny, let's wait. One more time. What's that last word again?
You can go far when you're not carrying anything.
I love it. All right, guys, come on, Senny, let's wave at them. We see you guys tomorrow. God bless. We are out of here. Where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at?